Hello everyone, this is the demo video of task 3.3D. I am Sarandar and
And I am Aryan. We both are buddies in this task, this 3.3D task. The main objective of this task is to build an embedded system that will allow us to receive virtual waves from a body and react to it using the Arduino and publish subscribe structure.
yeah,
Basic, Basically, what we are doing here, one is the sender. I am the sender, and
and I am the receiver.
Sarang is the receiver here. What we are going to do, what we have actually done, I have used the
Arduino Nano,
ultrasonic.
ultrasonic sensor, jumper wires, and breadboard for complete this task.
Yes, and Sarangar has used the LED light. Uh, that signal he is receiving.
Yeah, I am the receiver. Okay, let's start the code explanation. Aryan, start please.
Fine. So, as the sender, this front code, this code is mine. First of all, we have to include two libraries for this. Uh, these two upper two lines, one and two. These lines include the necessary libraries. Uh,
Arduino Namcudol, tclient.h and Wi-Fi Nino.h. These
yes.
tools are library we included for this task.
Now, coming to the Wi-Fi name and password. These lines define your Wi-Fi network's SSID and password. You can replace them according to you. Now, later, after that, the trick pin and echo pin. These constants specify the GPIO pins used for controlling the
Ultrasonic
ultrasonic
sensor.
sensor. Pin 2, trick 1, and echo pin. The echo pin will be receiving, and trick pin will be triggering the sensor.
Okay.
Now we have defined time and space uh, variables of
Which is
float
a
data
float
type.
data type. Okay.
After that, we have written two more lines. Here, Wi-Fi client, the customer, we have named it, and the MQTT sensor, MQTT client, these are created. The MQTT client is initialized with the Wi-Fi client for MQTT communications. After that, we have three more lines, namely the const character dealer mqtt-dashboard.com. What we have done in these three lines is that these three lines specify the mqtt dealer code and the subject to which mqtt messages will be published. After that, we can see after that we can see that
MQTT broker's port is as 1883 and the subject of our code is SIT210 waves. That is name actually.
yes. After that, you can see const long interval is written. Now these variables will set the time interval between ultrasonic sensor measurements and keep track of the last measurement time.
Okay.
So after that, we can see a void setup is there. What the void setup is doing basically,
Actually, it initialized our code.
yes, it is initializing our code, and
It
there
is
it is.
working on the 9600 baud rate of serial begin.
It initializing the serial communication with the baud rate of 9600. This is what Sarandar wants to explain you.
Okay.
And inside that we have a while loop, which says that inside this loop it waits until a serial communication is established, ensuring that the Arduino does not proceed until it can communicate with the computer. It is often used during programming and debugging. It is very basic. Everyone should know this.
Okay.
Now, continuing with the setup function itself, there is pin mode trig pin output and pin mode echo pin input. These
Okay.
lines set these lines will set.
We set the input as echo pin
Yes.
and trick pin is as output. Okay.
Yes. Then again, we can see while loop. Uh, while loop, this loop attempts to connect the Wi-Fi network using the provided SSID and password we have already given above. In our case, it was R. We use Tarak file. So
Yes.
it will search for it. It keeps trying until a successful communication is established. Now this dot here, the serial dot print dot, this dot represents a retry within a 5 second delay between attempts. You can change it. You can change the time according to you as well.
Actually, this while loop is checking if Wi-Fi and password is not connected, then this is show on our serial monitor that this is not connected, and after delay of 5 seconds, again it checks.
Exactly what I was trying to explain you, but you made it more clear.
Okay.
Now, upon successful Wi-Fi communication, sorry, that was connection. Upon this successful Wi-Fi connection, this code will print the information message to the serial monitor. You can customize this message according to you also.
Sure.
Now, this is again the same. Then there is the if statement in which this block attempts to connect the MQTT using the MQTT client instance which we created earlier, right, Sarandar?
Yes.
Now, if the connection fails, it prints an error message along with the error code and enters an infinite loop.
Okay.
Yes, it enters an infinite loop to halt the program. Then there are two lines written serial dot
If it is connected, if it is not connected, then infinite loops
Yes.
starts, and if it is connected, then we see this message connection with MQTT dealer secured.
Yes.
This is the message.
Yes.
Okay.
After that, we have used the void loop,
Okay, we come to the loop function. Let's see.
which runs again and again
Yeah.
in the program. Here you can see the MQTT.poll. This line checks for incoming MQTT messages and handles MQTT communications. It is essential for maintaining MQTT connectivity and processing messages. Then the unsigned long mills, here it is written millis. This this particular line records the current time in milliseconds and stores it in the variable mills we have created here. You can see
Yeah.
this mills. Sarangdar will show them this mills. Okay, this timestamp is used to determine when it is time to take another ultrasonic sensor measurement. So whatever we are explaining you, we will in the end we will show the demonstration video also. So you
How
don't
it
need
is
to worry.
working? How it is working? Yes.
Yes. So continuing with the same while loop, here the if statement you will see this first if statement in this line checks whether enough time has passed. So if the last ultrasonic sensor measurement, it compares the current time in that mills minus the time of the last measurement.
Okay, old mill is.
Yes, minus the time of the last measurement, old mills, to the desired interval. If enough time if enough time has passed, the condition is met true, and the code inside the if block will execute.
Okay.
This is the simple working of the if block, right, Sarungar?
Yes.
Yes. So then old mills is equals to mills.
Mills.
If the condition is met, that is enough time has passed, this line updates old mills
Okay.
with the current timestamps. This section ensures that the interval is correctly timed for the next measurement. Now the digital
We
drive.
kept our the trick pin as low firstly,
Yes.
and after give the delay of 2 seconds,
2 seconds.
and after the 2 seconds we keep it high trick pin for the 10 microseconds,
Yes.
and again we do the trick pin as low. It is for the when see the ultrasonic is detecting or not.
Yes. Right. Oh, very good, sir. Now let me continue this. as Farhander explained, we can now see to the space equals to time, the formula which we actually have given.
Yes.
So this line calculates the distance, the space based on the time it took for the ultrasonic pulse to travel to the object and back. It uses this formula, the distance equals to time into speed of sound divided by 2,
Yes.
where the speed of sound is approximately 0.0343 centimeter
Exactly.
per
Exactly.
second. Then two more lines are written, serial.print, and for space, these lines print the measured distance spaced to the serial monitor for debugging and monitoring purposes. It will display the distance in centimeters. Yes. Again, one if block is again there. It the condition in this is space less than 20.
Uh,
Space for less than 20
we
second.
give a limitation to it.
Yes, actually we are given a limitation for
Ultrasonic range.
ultrasonic range. If the ultrasonic sensor
If any object comes in the range of 20 centimeter, then
20.
it will detect. Otherwise, it will not detect. Sure.
So this is what Sarnkar has explained. This line starts the MQTT.begin message subject. This line starts composing an MQTT message to be sent to the broker with the specified subject. Then the next statement is written over here for the dot print. It adds a string space to the MQTT message. Then for the print space, it adds the measured distance value to the MQTT message. Then for the final MQTT client dot end message, this line finishes composing the MQTT message. After that, we have given a delay of 1000 for that. That means 1 second only. It introduces a 1 second delay to avoid sending too many MQTT messages in quick succession. This can be useful to prevent overloading the MQTT broker with message. And then finally, the line prints a blank line. The serial dot print. This line prints the blank line, and my part of the code is now over. Now Farandar will be demonstrating his part of the code. Over to you, Farandar.
Thank you, Aryan. I am the receiver in this task, and this is the explanation of receiver code. First of all, we included two libraries, Arduino MQTT client.h and Wi-Fi Nina. And again, and again, the Wi-Fi credentials are here, same like Aryan explained you.
Yes, these are the same which we have done earlier in the in the sender code.
Yes. And this is the LED 13. We put our LED on the 13 output
13th
pin.
pin of the
Arduino Nano.
yes.
Then Wi-Fi client customer, MQTT client. Actually, Wi-Fi client customer and MQTT client customer are created. The MQTT client is initialized with the Wi-Fi client for MQTT communication.
Okay.
And next, we created a variable named dealer, which is of character type.
Fine.
Actually, this specifies MQTT broker's address
Yes.
and the port are describing it working on how much port, like 1883. And the next is the name of
It
our.
is signifying on which port you are working upon.
Yes.
Basically, basically these three lines and upper two lines are also now till now we are very similar. We have
Explained before.
explained before also.
Okay.
This is the SIT 210 waves. We have created the channel name into the broker website.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Next is the setup. Like it's we initialized our code and it is working on 9600 baud rate, and we put our LED as output.
Yes. So, what is the main function which this also we have also discussed? What is the function of serial.begin? It establishes the the communication
Wireless
with
communication.
wireless communication
with the baud rate. Here it is 9600.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is the while loop where we kept the condition if serial is not equal to. Loop waits for the serial port to connect. It's heavily used for uploading code to Arduino via the USB port. Okay. After it, the serial printing, it's checking for the attempting to Wi-Fi or
Yes.
not. And after it, we printed Wi-Fi name if connected. Then, if it is not connected, uh, on the serial monitor, it will display a dot.
Yes, the
If
dot, this dot Sarangdar is talking about,
yes,
at line number 30.
it indicates that if dot is coming on the serial monitor, it means your Wi-Fi is not connected yet. Please wait for some seconds.
Yes.
And if you are seeing the message you are connected to the network, you should be sure you are connected to your Wi-Fi. Next, the we printed the message attempting to connect to the MQTT dealer. Then we printed the dealer. You can
Yes.
see serial dot printed dealer. We call the function dealer.
Fine.
Next, this block of code attempts to connect the MQTT broker using MQTT client instance. We created earlier. If the connection fails, it prints the error, and if not, it enters the infinite loop while one. While one is for the infinite loop
Okay.
to help the program. Uh, then, if the connection to the MQTT broker is successful, it prints same like as we discussed.
The if block is not executed, basically the if block is not executed, and you and congratulations, you are connected to the MQTT dealer.
Dealer.
The broker on the broker website, the channel which you have created, you have successfully connected there.
Okay.
Yes.
And the print we are generally print any line of code like we are subscribing. We printed the subscribing to subject. Then we printed the subscribe.
Okay.
Next we come to the void loop. It means we are using many times.
Yes. Void loop is that function which runs multiple times in the code.
Okay.
Yes. Now Sarangdar is going to further explain you about this, what we has written here.
Yes, we created a variable of m size. This is a non-zero indicating that a message has been received or not. It enters the if block and to process the message. It prints out information about the received message, including the message, topic, length, and message indicating the message has been received. These all goes in the if block. Then we come to the while loop. The block of code reads and prints the content of the received MQTT message using a while loop, and the MQTT client dot edit available and the MQTT client dot read. These two functions. It prints each character of the message as it reads.
Fine.
And then we kept the LED as high for 2 seconds and low for 2 seconds, and that's process go and gone. That's it for today. Thank you. Let's see the video how it is working.
Yes, which we were talking about earlier. We will attach this video of the whole task. So we hope that you have understood from our video demonstration, and you will be able to do this, make such an embedded system which we have created from our tutorial. So we thank you for this, right, Sarangdar?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see the video.